Hey guys, it's night. It's been a while. Sorry about that. College has been beating my ass. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, as you can see, this will be my first video with a VTuber model, so hopefully you enjoy it. Also, this is the first time I'm capturing a game on my PC and using that as like the background footage. So yeah, if you have any feedback, that'll be like feedback for the quality, that'll be amazing. I'm very aware that the gameplay might be a little bit jittery, so sorry for that. I am gaming on a laptop and recording all of this on a laptop, so shit's crazy. But for today's topic, I actually want to talk about something that's going on currently in the VTuber community. Uh, if you've been keeping up with stuff that's been happening, you probably already know what's going on. You already know who's going to be the focus of today's video, that being Bao the Whale. For people who don't know who Bao is, uh, she is a very popular VTuber in the space. Uh, However, this past week she has been in some hot water. Real quick though, I do want to make my thoughts on Bao very clear from the get go. Uh, I personally like Bao a lot. I respect her, like as a content creator and a streamer, and as a VTuber. She is one of the creators who got me interested in VTubing in the first place. However, I'm not gonna lie, bro. She's been acting somewhat like a clown recently. So I just wanted to recently talk about the situation while giving my own personal opinion, while also giving a bit of nuance to the situation. So moving on, it all starts with this one tweet. It all starts with this one tweet, and I'll put it up on the screen and I'll read it out here. If you're an up and coming female content creator with a small but growing audience and a much larger successful male content creator approaches you out of nowhere and showers you with attention on stream and DMs, etc., don't walk, run. Now, so let me give some context to this tweet. This tweet was made, I want to definitely during the same week as the Mizkif and Emiru situation. Hell, I'm pretty sure it only happened like it only was posted like probably a couple days after that shit came to light. So in all likelihood, she was likely taking a shot at that situation or was like mostly commenting on that situation. However, though, it does have some problems because with how it's worded, it could easily be interpreted as, "Oh, why are you going like?" It could be interpreted as going after male content creators or just males in general. And the problem is just generalization. Why are we going and saying like male content creators exclusively? And yeah, it makes no sense. This can easily be done with a female content creator. As a matter of fact, within the VTubing space, there has been, what was it, like content creator, like female content creators going up to other female content creators with smaller fan bases than theirs, like way smaller fan bases, but they approach them. But even in those situations, a lot of time it's not out of malice or trying to get something out of them. They just see an upcoming content creator and they want to support them. But my main counterpoint to just how dumb this tweet is though is about Iron Mouse and Connor. If you who, For those who don't know who Iron Mouse is, she's probably the biggest VTuber uh like across the platforms of YouTube and Twitch. As a matter of fact, she's one of the biggest streamers on Twitch, period. She broke the all-time sub record multiple times, going band for band with Kai Cenat. So in terms of size, it doesn't matter if it's VTubing or just streaming in general. She is massive. But it wasn't always like that. Just like everyone, she had to start small. And one of the main reasons why she got to the place where she's at now is due to someone called C Dog VA or Connor. Connor was already a far like really well established like content creator, and then out of nowhere basically approached Iron Mouse and gave her a platform, and from there she just skyrocketed. And they've been friends for like a long time, for actual IRL years. And as of now, there doesn't seem to be any problems with that. No malice in between the two. No ulterior motives from Connor, despite being, well, like Bao said, a larger male content creator interacting with someone with a who's female with an up and coming but growing audience. So yeah, already there's really not much for this tweet to stand on. But honestly, if this was the only offense, I don't think it would have been that bad. She could easily rebounded. However, she doubled down on this tweet by like liking this tweet that I'm about to pull up and read out to you. Men that are crying about this are the same men that would cry about us saying we choose the bear. Uh, yeah, this is easily like for those who don't know, there was like a thing like a while ago. I low key, I think it was like a fucking couple years back where women were asked, "Would you rather be locked in a room with a man or a bear?" And for some reason, a lot of women chose the bear. And I'm gonna just put this right here. If you were a woman and you would rather be locked in a room with a bear, something's wrong with you. For example, like yes, a man can do a whole bunch of unspeakable things to you if you're in a room alone with him. This can include essay. This can include murder or just straight up assault. It can range. But you want to know what a bear will do to you? Like 90 to 99% of the time, it will maul your ass and eat you alive. Um, and that is of a higher likelihood than all the bad things a man could do. If you put a random man in a room with you, you're probably gonna come out fine. If you put a random bear in a room with you, God forbid something like a fucking grizzly or God forbid a polar bear, your ass is grass. So this is already dumb as fuck. But yeah, moving on. Uh, there is also just Bao trying to downplay the severity of what she said and also her actions with this like a thread going right here with the creator Maxor saying just woke up, what the fuck is going on, and Bao downplaying what she said, saying I said if Harvey Weinstein invites you to a party, don't go, and it ruffles some feathers, which Rez says Desu, or I forget if this is actually Rez's official account, but it is verified, so it could be. And he just said, that's literally not what you said, and putting up the tweet that I showed you guys earlier that she made. And yeah, first of all, the problem is she's trying to downplay her fucking statement uh, when what she said was wrong, even if it initially sounded like it wasn't uh, like even if initially it sounded like it could have just been poorly worded, it still was wrong. Also, just dumb as fuck. Uh, yeah, I don't know what the fuck she was thinking with that. That was just a really bad take. But going on, I just want to talk about like the problem with misandry because this is without a doubt just misandry. First of all, it's still a form of sexism. Like misogyny and misandry, two sides of the same coin. Doesn't matter which gender it is. And the problem with misandry is, at least in this context, essentially saying that men are the only one who can commit terrible acts is dumb as hell. Because, well, you're basically antagonizing men, which will not like lead to like men looking deep within themselves and try to be a better person. No, they're just gonna feel some type of way and like, oh, you're basically telling me fuck you? Well, fuck you too. So there's really like nothing like good that's going on. Like, for example, this was a while ago and like Hero Hey even talked about this for a video, but during like men's uh mental health day, like or awareness day, something like that, there are a lot of people just bashing the idea that men have a day, not a month, like a singular day dedicated to man's mental health, saying it is absurd because of all the atrocities men has committed. But it's kind of backwards because don't you think if you were to promote good mental health for men, that all the devious acts that y'all claim to care about, wouldn't like that the chances of that happening be reduced if we like try to actually throw man a bone and just be aware of like the mental issues that plague them? Wouldn't that just make the overall situation that y'all claim to care about be better? Really backwards as fuck. But next, I want to talk about why our fans are upset. It's pretty simple. A lot of her fans are men. There are some females in there, but like I guarantee you, the majority of her fans are male. This isn't a shock. VTuber VTubing is very like tied to idol culture, where uh most of the fan bases of like certain idols uh will attract members of the opposite sex. That's just how it is. Male idols will mostly attract will mostly attract female fans, while female idols will attract mostly male fans. That's just how it is. So naturally, they will feel kind of slighted when you're just saying "fuck you" to a good more portion of your fans, or not even necessarily just saying "fuck you." You're just slighting them for no fucking reason. All right, guys. Lastly, I just want to talk about the lack of accountability at the end of this situation. And so for this, I'm just going to show like one final tweet that she made uh, with her saying, "I haven't been acting like myself at all. I feel like this year has poisoned me deeply and I'm not able to focus on anything but all the negatives. It's all I can think about, and it's not fair to air it out in a space that's trying to heal. I am impulsive and don't think things through enough. I wear my emotions on my sleeve, and that's a terrible combination. It's irresponsible and really dangerous. At worst, I'm dumb as fuck, not malicious." Okay, addressing that last bit, saying that she's not malicious is low key kind of horse shit. Not saying that she herself as a person is just evil and malicious, but she has made malicious comments. For example, that initial thing was very well just targeted towards a certain group of people. So that could be interpreted as malice. But also, she has just gone on stream in the midst of this situation and essentially bash and insult people who had genuine concerns or criticisms for her. And like I said, just basically just laid it into them on stream in front of thousands of people. Uh, and this whole thing saying I'm impulsive and don't think things through, I wear emotions on my sleeve, just seems like she's trying to deflect blame by saying, "Oh, these are just my immutable characteristics. Therefore, I can't necessarily be blamed because that's just who I am." The reason why that doesn't work, and I'm gonna give a very extreme example. I will make it very apparent right now. This is like apples and oranges right the fuck now, but I still think it's a valid, somewhat comparison. If a kid is said to be, like what was it, quiet, very reserved, not talkative, very antisocial, and has, like just that's just how he is, and because of that, people bully him in school, and bro wilds out and shoots up the school. Are we gonna say that like that person or that kid can't be blamed for that because this all stems from his immutable characteristics? No, that would be fucking dumb, very irresponsible, and just derived of any and all context. No, 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 that's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Again, making it make it very clear. This is like comparing apples and oranges. However, I still think it's a valid uh like comparison to make, because saying that something that you do is not your fault because your immutable characteristics is just very irresponsible. Uh, it lacks any and all accountability for your actions. You're not taking responsibility for your actions. It is dumb. And also her saying that this year has poisoned me and I'm not able to focus on anything but the negatives. I will say that all things considered, she has had a shitty year, and um you know and when you have that, it is very easy to only look at the negatives, but dog, that doesn't give you the right to take it out on other people in the way that you did in a situation, in response to a situation that wasn't even about you, which it could very well not be about the Miskit situation, but dog, the timing is impeccable. Like, come on now. And by the way, there was actually an update to that tweet with her just at the very end saying, "I'm very sorry. At worst, I'm dumb as fuck and not malicious." Yeah, that's all she added. "I'm very sorry." Again, don't think this is her fully taking accountability, because I'm only briefly showing some of the tweets that she had, and dog, it was pretty bad, and I'm not even showing any clips for her streams. If you guys want any more context on that, I highly advise that you go look at that yourself, because I'm trying to keep this video as relatively short as possible. So yeah, I highly advise you to go check out a lot of these videos, like context on your own, and also because dog, checking things on your own on the internet and vetting things on the internet, it's just such an important thing to do. So please go do it. Please go do it. And if you do find something that contradicts something that I say in the video, feel free, please come back to this video and type in the comments saying that I'm wrong, that I fucked up, and I'll own that shit. And yeah, if you make a comment about that and you give me like some actual good shit, I will definitely reply to your comment, have so we can have like a nice polite conversation about it. And if you truly did basically get a gotcha moment on my ass, I'm gonna have to take that up. I ain't gonna fucking lie. But that's gonna be all for this video. I'm glad to be back, guys, and I'm glad that this VTuber model is working pretty well. It's a standard template VTuber, I know, but I'm glad that it fucking works. Honestly, I'm surprised that I was able to get it up working. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna try to be more consistent with the uploads. At least try to do it maybe every other day, or at the bare minimum, like 3 videos a week. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.